Cup, which is a successful team will walk away with it in May. But the competition reaches a crossroads this weekend. Mark can tell us more about it. And I know you know a lot about the FA Cup because you're in two finals, lost them both.
No, this is as close as you get. You have to walk past. No, it's bad luck. I'm not going to win it now anyway.
You lost them both.
I know. It's the fourth round this weekend, Nasad, and this is where the non-league teams are one step away from playing a league team from the second and third division. It's a really, really big weekend for them because everybody plays in the FA Cup dreams of playing against your Chelseas, your Manchester Uniteds, your Spurs, and your Arsenals. And one such team dreaming that is AFC Wimbledon. Now they're playing Exeter City. Garrett Hughes has been to see them.
Now, even though no one's 100% sure where this season's FA Cup final will be, the road to Wembley or even Cardiff next May is already well underway. Indeed, there could be a familiar name back in the first round proper next month. 18 years ago, Wimbledon caused one of the greatest FA Cup final upsets. Now, reincarnated as AFC Wimbledon, the non-leaguers are on the verge of achieving a dream.
It's fantastic. I mean, if we win, we're in the FA Cup proper, which means we're in with the league teams, which is where you get the excitement and where, to be honest, you get yourself on telly, and that's what the fans want to see, and I'd love to see. It's romance of the cup, and here we are on the verge of it. It's fantastic. It's really exciting.
Right! Who wants it? Yes, please, mate. Stick it in here. Got any more?
Now, why is such a fuss made of AFC Wimbledon?
Please help the supporters of AFC Wimbledon create the fans' stadium.
Well, when the original Wimbledon moved to Milton Keynes, die-hard supporters screamed franchise. They vowed the heart and soul of the club would never leave southwest London. So AFC Wimbledon came to life 4.5 years ago. Back to the present, and the FA Cup awaits. Nerves won't be a problem. Team spirit seems fine.
I'm very proud to be involved with a club that's won the FA Cup, and I've always honestly felt that. You know, it's something I've always felt within myself. It's one of them situations that when you're involved in it day to day, you don't realise the progress you're making until weeks like this week, when all of a sudden yourselves and a lot of other media are involved with us. But it just shows us that we're moving steadily in the right direction.
Since their formation, AFC's progress has been staggering. They've even treated themselves to an executive coach. There's Posh. Geraint Hughes, BBC London News.
So we have AFC Wimbledon and MK Dons, which were born from one club. But Mark, which team can lay claim to the FA Cup victory in '88?
Well, do you know, I'm strong on this because, you know, AFC are making great strides. There's no doubt about that. They've got a 4-year history. They cannot claim to have won the FA Cup. Now, they've been granted this by the FA and the Support Association that they're in their history now. They'll lay claim, they'll get a replica to say that AFC won the... They didn't. It's quite simple, Assad, you know, that MK Dons, AFC Wimbledon changed the name to MK Dons and moved out of London to Milton Keynes. The players went with them. That was the team before them in '88, which won the FA Cup.
I have to disagree here because I think AFC, they are in Wimbledon, where the old team were. The spirit and the heart and soul of the club are at AFC, so surely they do.
4 years old. That's all they are, 4 years old. They did that because they're unhappy, the supporters got together, and they are making great strides. You know what? And if they win, if they beat Exeter, they could draw MK Dons, and that would be an absolutely fabulous draw.
It would be. OK, let's agree to disagree there. Let's move on to the Premiership. Charlton are in trouble with that.
It is the home of our